What's going on, everybody? We are going to be making a grow out pond for my fish room. Obviously, it's not going to fit in the fish room because, let's face it, I do not have enough space in here. Now, if you guys can click the subscribe button and notification bell, that would be awesome. Without further ado, let's build it. So we got the 330 gallon grow out tub that we need to modify a bit to grow out the African cichlid fry. Safety first, wear the mask because we don't know what's been in here. Keep yourself safe.
Now, after doing this, if I had to do this over, what I would do is only cut half of this off to utilize the brace on one side.
I got it all filled up. I poured a bunch of bleach in here, so we're going to test to make sure that there is a reading of chlorine in here, because then I know it's, going to be disinfecting. So it's a quick dip and pull out. So there you go. Free chlorine is at the max. So definitely plenty of bleach in here. So we're going to scrub it down.
All right, getting this thing scrubbed down now. It sat with the bleach water for a while, just trying to get all the inside done and parts of the outside where water could come in contact.
What I'm going to do now is with Seachem Safe, I got plenty in here. It's probably more than I'll need, but that's fine. I'd rather have too much. And I'm just going to go ahead and put that in there, fill it up with water a little bit, and then scrub it down with that solution, drain it, fill it up, go from there.
Yeah, I felt this was an important thing to do, to make the solution and scrub it down, just to increase the odds of the bleach residue being dechlorinated by Seachem Safe, so that the grow out tub, the above ground grow out pond, would be ready to cycle.
Back at the grow out tub after it sat for almost 24 hours with the safe mixture in here. I just mixed it up with the brush here. So we're going to go ahead and do a quick dip and then check over here. So free chlorine in here. If you guys see what I see, that's at 0. There's no pink in it at all. That's at 0. So I'm going to say that it did the trick. We're going to go ahead and drain it. Now for the fun part, go ahead and open the drain down here. There we go. Let this thing drain. So something I want to do here is I want to put like bracing across, not necessarily bracing, but something to put my lids on. So we're going to use this and start to drill here. So the whole point of this, guys, is so that we can get a piece of PVC in like this. So on the first cut here, I had to adjust it because it was a little too high. Now we're going to measure this for how long we need it to be, which right here seems about right. Check this out. So we got the PVC pipes in place, and again, the whole goal here is to allow me to lay down a lid on here to help conserve the water. And what we did was got a bolt and a couple of nuts, and we got it set here. This one I kind of went a little too high, had to adjust here, but like you could see on this one here, this isn't going to fall through. Now if I ever need to take it out, you just undo the bottom one, pull it out, and then pull the pipe out on the other side. But yeah, I want this here so I can help keep evaporation down. And plus this is in my shop and just dust reasons and all that other stuff. Next step, guys, we got this done. We're gonna go and use this pink insulation and we're going to wrap it on this side behind the metal so that it's touching the plastic.
So with me living up in the Northwest, we do get some colder winters, and with this grow out tub, grow out pond being inside my shop, which does get cold in the wintertime, I want to insulate it to increase my chances of the water staying to temperature so that I can continue to have fish in this during the wintertime as well.
All right, so you can see we got the insulation done on this side. I'm thinking I might actually put it on the outside and just really tape it well so that it touches the plastic here. Because, I mean, look at this. It's just taking away all kinds of room. And sure, it might flatten out some, but nope.
Yeah, it just was taking up too much space, so just getting these pieces of insulation hung on there and then taping it up. If I do another tub, I might do the insulation the other way around just to try to make it a little bit easier. Now we got the 1-inch foam board all set. I got them all taped together, and now it's just about really getting a nice tight tape on here.
Now what I'm doing is measuring this as the lid for the top. There we go, we got the lids cut. I just overlapped them. You know, you can see there's a little bit of gap here, you know, a little gap here, but I mean, that'll be easy to fix. But the main thing is we got this in place now to, you know, keep the water from evaporating so fast. So I'm sure you can kind of see this deal here. This, I made this little drain that's going to connect to that so I could empty the water from the valve on the bottom of the tote. 1.5-inch pipe, 1.5-inch elbow to a 1.5-inch to 3-inch, I believe, or 4-inch adapter to this floor drain. So this just is going to go and sit. There we go. That's in place right there. It's going to do its job. The filtration that we're going to be using for the totes are these sponges, capacity up to 250 gallons per. We're going to put 4 per. This is going to rock. So let's take a quick peek at how big these sponges are. Look at the size of this, guys. There's my hand. There's my hand. Look at that. Crazy. Now what we're doing with this is we're stacking them together. So all of this comes apart like this, right? This goes in. There we go. That goes in there. Then we take this piece, put it in. Go ahead and feed the sponge in. We're going to want to use a bigger piece of airline to get it all the way down here to the bottom. Yeah, very nice. There we go. And then this is going to drop down. This guy goes on here. All right, so, you know, I'm thinking we'll have one, you know, right over in this general area. All right, check that out. I have my old pump that I had when I first started the fish room, and I had just enough airline to make it happen. So we got stack 1, stack 2, opposite of each other. There's the drain, and we're ready to fill. All right, so what we're using here is a water meter so that we know exactly how much water we are putting inside the tote. These are on full blast. Let's do this. All right, let's take a look at where we're at so far. Kind of get an idea where it's at. Gotta get the air out of the sponges. All right, we are full. Might go a little bit more, but that's pretty good. Let's go ahead and check out how many gallons we put in here. 271 gallons. So this is probably a 275, probably a little bit more actually, because I cut the lid off. So I think this is about a 300 gallon tote. Just in case I want to add some more. And now what we're gonna do, if I could not follow myself. So we can see we got the sponges down. I dropped a piece in there. Luckily there was spare. I'm gonna have to get a big old net to be able to get that out. But this is loud, be prepared, but let's give it a shot. Oh, you can see it over there, you can see it over here. Looks like it's moving pretty good. Check it out. I know it's loud, but you know, we got a little bit of light coming in here. I'm gonna have some algae things to deal with, but you can see that one is doing its thing. This one is doing its thing. Heater is plugged in down there. Now we wait for it to come up to temp. All right, so I picked up this Freshwater Turbo Start 700 for freshwater. This is a refrigerated product. The directions say for every 50 gallons, use 1 ounce, and then you can use up to 5 times the recommended dose if you want to decrease your cycle time. So what I'm doing here is I got a measuring device, and it's got the ounces there and all that stuff. So we're going to use this to measure this accurately. Okay, so 5 ounces is 250 gallons, and we know that this is 275 gallons. So we're gonna go add a little bit more. All right, here we go. All right, guys, so here's the fish room. That door goes outside, and the door jamb I'm standing in here is my shop. It is a absolute disaster, but here we go. We got the above ground grow out pond, the IBC tote grow out pond here for my fry to get these guys to grow fast. You know, you guys seen all the things that we did. I'm going to end up sticking some more insulation down into these spots. And then once the winter time comes, I'm going to build this up, and then it's going to go all the way around, and then I'm going to have the foam lid on top just to really help keep the insulation in, and or the heat in. And then I also did it on the bottom to stop the cold from rising up through the concrete. As you guys can see, I ended up doing the Inkbird here for the temperature for the tub. So right now I have it set to 80. It is at 79.5, and we got the Eheim in there, and it's gonna, you know, do wonders. I'm gonna try to find another one of these guys because this is just super loud. But yep, so the pond is over here, right next to my sink, my hot water heater, and then the valves that I got going for here, and then how they go all the way up into the fish room over there. There we have it, guys, the above ground grow out pond. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, put them down in the comment section. If you liked the video, it would be awesome if you could hit the thumbs up. And if you like the content, if you could hit the subscribe button, that would be also awesome, and the notification bell. Thanks for watching the video, everybody. Stay tank.